also a newsmaker. We'll do that slightly later in the show. He joins in right now to speak about his sense of what to do in the market as well. Porinju, the caption that we had for your discussion yesterday was to ask Porinju, what should an investor do with the markets at 8,300? I'm changing that to what should an investor do with the markets at 8,200. What is your investment approach right now?
At 8,200, I mean the Nifty, I think investors should, the first thing what they should do is ignore the Nifty. And the market trend discussed widely in the market, on the screens, and the technical analysis, at what level the market become hopeless, and at what level the 200 moving average makes sense. I think this kind of too much of technicalities and information, I feel it makes the genuine long-term investor, less efficient in the markets. And the basic thing, you have to go by the basic trend of the economy and the country, the way it is moving on. So, analyzing that, any sensible person will feel, the stock markets in India is going to be bullish for a very long time. We are in a structural bull market. But the only thing, you have to pick the right stocks, which could be futuristic in business, which could be a deep value as on today. Such some kind of checks and balances, I think equity will continue to be a beautiful asset class, creating wealth. And I have proved it in my last 10 years or 12 years of my profession as a portfolio manager.
So, Porinju, morning. Would you say pessimism is at its peak right now, and is it time to now 100% allocate your money into the market? I mean, be it the FII tax, be it the monsoon, or for that matter, earnings concern, they all seem to be playing out, and so much so that people are now even analyzing Modi government's 1 year and saying, it's not even a 5 on 10.
Yeah, okay. If somebody don't want to invest in equities, I can give you n number of reasons. Why only about monsoon? Monsoon scare comes almost every year, and it doesn't really go in sensible way to the market. As the investors are concerned, there is a MAT issue about FIIs. We had Greece problems. Somebody can discuss about the Chinese slowdown in the economy, and people can talk about the US potential rate hike. There are n number of things. This has been always there. There is the Northeast problem, the North African problems, geopolitical issues, oil prices. There is no end to problems and the concerns in the market. In fact, today we have a lot of them. That is why I am more bullish on the markets. People are not overbought. People are very cautious. People are, there is a lot of warning. I was watching that on many channels. So people are not overbought. So it's a perfect situation. I feel even a short term to mid term, a big rally is coming in the Indian markets.
Okay,
and we have got fundamental support. We have got various aspects, supporting our economy and the endeavor of Modi and our stock markets and investors. So, you should analyze the positives also. So what is doing better, and more? I feel market is very good for value picking even at these levels. And you can see even today market is down by maybe 100 points or so by the Nifty. I'm seeing a lot of companies, stocks prices are going up. And what Neeraj was talking about, the jubilant industries. The stock is up by 67% in the last 5 working days. See, this is not something related to the, what do you call, the, insider story. It was simple comment.
Seem to have frozen that line just as he started talking about jubilant industries, saying that it's not just an insider story. And I'm guessing his sentence would have been that it makes sense to put in money.
Yeah, I think he was trying to say that it was only simple common sense. Let's ask him why was it simple common sense. Porinju, were you trying to say that jubilant industries and the investment there was simple common sense?
Yeah, it is. First of all, I just want to talk one more thing. There are hundreds of jubilant industries in Indian market today. That is the best part for the investors. Now, I picked this stock some last week at around 100 rupees. After the bad results which was reported by the company. So that particular bad result reported was a trigger for me to buy the stock. And why? Because this company will erode its net worth if they do that kind of a similar 100 crores of loss this financial year. And this complete loss of this company was made because of the hypermarket business named Total in the Bangalore market. This business was transferred from the private ownership of the group of the promoters into this company, which is killing the company. So it is a common sense. This management is not very bad. They are not highly unethical. And so they will not kill this company and make the investors suffer like that. So and they have built, there are very good solution for the problems in the company. They can sell off this division of hypermarkets, or they can close down the business if there is nobody to buy it. So both of them are very much feasible and possible. So that kind of a common sense approach. Think about the other business. It was at 100 crores enterprise value, around 550, 600 crores worth of very high margin, profitable, branded business this company has been doing, which can be valued even 500, 600 crores. Even today, I think it should be around 180 crores market cap. The stock, I understand it's in the upward circuit. I think it's grossly underpriced. If you see the standalone business, without considering the hypermarket business. So there are such kind of stories. One should not wait for the event to happen. That can be very expensive. You won't get the shares today. So one should use the common sense, and I'm telling there are hundreds of such opportunities in the market, which individual investors, especially small investors, can pursue. Look at the some old large businesses which have not been doing very well in the current circumstances for various reasons, but they have a potential to turn around. Even in our last interview at 18 Now, I was talking about that. Watch for the turnarounds in the markets. It could be either by the management, it could be in the balance sheet,
right.
It could be in the business model.
You've certainly done your homework on Jubilant Industries, and I'm glad we've discussed this idea at length. But every time you're on show, we look forward for not just one but half a dozen ideas. So let's move to your idea number 2.
No, this is not an idea I'm giving today. Today everybody has realized. What I'm telling you.
There are 99 ideas like that.
Okay, out of 99 we've discussed one. How about the number 2 now?
I was looking at a small company, Orient Bell. It's a company into the tiles manufacturing. It's a very old company. There was an Orient and the Bell. Two companies, they got merged. Good promoters, and something like 700 crores kind of revenue this company is making. And we have a comparable company like Kajaria, which is doing extremely well, very dynamic management. It's a 6,000 crores market cap on a 2,200 crores of revenue. This company with 700 crores revenue is quoting at around 170, 180 crores market cap. I want to warn the investors, please don't buy just because I'm talking this on the television. It's not a very liquid company. There are a lot of such opportunities. Wait, if the stock is up today, you wait after 2-3 days, the traders buying today, they will sell, it will come down. So that could be an opportunity to buy. So this company, I think, has got a huge potential to improve upon the profit margins and the brand development and really going pan-India. They have the basic infrastructure and good brand name and reasonably good management. So I find this has a potential to grow not like Kajaria at 6,000 crores. Maybe this can eventually go in next few years' time to maybe 1,000 crores or 1,500 crores kind of market cap if the management, continue to do their efforts of reviving this company and making it more profitable.
Sure. Porinju, interesting thoughts on a couple of names, but I still want to, focus on the main topic for the day, and that is the weakness on the index. Yes, I agree that you have to ignore, for a long-term investor, you should ignore what near-term repercussions are. But I do want to find out if there are better entry points available, and the market movement downwards could well make that available for the markets. Do you think, or for investors, do you think that this weakness that we're seeing today could well get pronounced and we could drag the market sub 8,000 as well?
8,000 is not a big thing, it's like we are near 8,000 only when we say 8,200 in the Nifty. See, market moves Neeraj mostly on sentiment, especially in the short term. And today, 200 points or 300 points movement in Nifty happens just without any reason. Yesterday I was on a marriage function. So the bridegroom was asking me why the market is up today. In fact, I did not see the market. So I told him because it's your marriage today. So people can attribute reasons, now it is because of Greece problem, or somebody say it is because Jayalalitha got bail. No, just not relevant at all. And but there is too much discussion, too much trading and speculative activity in the market, which is the main reason for this volatility, and it will continue to be there, which is a great opportunity And you see, another reason for the markets moving in these days, especially stock-wise, was the quarterly numbers. Everybody's focusing on the fourth quarter numbers, and and everybody's chasing those numbers. Then what happened? Jubilant came out with the worst ever historic results, quarterly numbers. It is up by 68% in 5 working days. So there are such gems, and I'm telling you, I bought this stock. I'm actually a bit embarrassed looking at the announcement today by the management. People will misunderstand. I bought this stock on, insider. I don't know this management. I have never interacted with them.
Big talking point also would be what happens to the monsoons. You sit right out there wherein the monsoons first see their advent. Be our Met expert today. Tell us what's the likelihood there, but more importantly, how big an impact could an off-color monsoon have on the markets? Forget the economy, on the markets.
Monsoon as such, I think, again, to be ignored by the investors, I believe the elderly farmers in Kerala to predict monsoon much better. They are talking monsoon will be normal this time. And we have no reason to disbelieve that. And the experts have gone many times right and many times wrong. I don't think this is something people should consider. And monsoons will be there every year. So it will, see, the biggest concern India had, if you remember, we have been discussing so much on television, was the quantitative easing and its withdrawal by the states. Remember, Neeraj, that was such a big issue in such a way that it can break the market. And it happened very well. The quantitative easing was fully withdrawn. It almost went like a non-event in the markets across the globe. Now people are talking about the interest rate hike potential in the US. I'm telling you, of course, right now there are no symptoms because the US economy is still dragging. Along with the European economy, we have issues from China, Japan. Everywhere the growth is decelerating. And much below the forecast things are happening. We have all those global concerns. India also have our own concerns. Our biggest concern is the rural India and its economy. The way the farmers are suffering. There was a survey in which over 50% of Indian farming families are in debt, which is like never before. So there are concerns. I'm not telling we don't have any concern. This will always be there. This will be next year and the year after. We had it last year and before that. There will be various concerns will be there. I'm telling you, equity. What is equity? Let the investors understand what is equity. We all know theoretically these are the ownership of companies in India. So they are doing some businesses. And there will be some, when the economy goes bad, many of these companies, not all companies, many of these companies may slow down in their growth of profit and sales. See, there are companies beyond that. There are companies making the maximum profit when the economy is slowing down. And we have a mix of thousands of companies from all industries, all segments. So individual investors, ignore the markets, ignore the macros, look at this kind of thing, and see people talking now, if index, if Nifty breaks this level, 8,200, now Neeraj asked me if it breaks 8,000. If it breaks 8,000, it will go to 9,000. That's what I believe about Nifty at this point of time.
Okay.